Futball, Journeyman with Colo-Colo on Football Manager 2020 with me, Foggy Plays. Today we're taking on Deportes Iquique in the league, and then we're playing Universidad de Chile in the first leg of the Copa Chile semi-final. And it should be two interesting games. Iquique are having a bit of a poor run of form, and then we play Universidad de Chile, which it's not going to be a fun time, I don't think. But we are on a, as it says here, decent run of form. So since you were here last in the second leg of the San Luis de Quillota game, we went and beat Deportes Antofagasta 6-2 in the first leg. Munoz got himself a double, a brace is the nicer way of saying it. Salaberry scored a brace, Luis Yara and Navarro got one as well. And then in the second leg it ended 1-1. We'd won the first leg 6-2, didn't really need to do too much in the second leg. Then we went and got beaten by Universidad de Chile 3-0 in the league. It wasn't great. Salaberry got himself sent off, which was less than ideal, but we recovered to get a 5-1 win against Palestino. Luis Yara scored. Then new signing Rojas got himself sent off. Munoz, that was Rojas' debut, by the way. Munoz scored, as did Navarro with a brace, and Tapia scored one for himself as well. Then against Deportes Temuca, beat them 3-1. Riquelme and Yara with brace. And then so far in August we've had 3 draws. Against Concepcion we drew 0-0. Against Everton de Vina we drew 1-1. They scored a 96th minute equaliser, which is just, ultimate me FM stuff going on. And then we had another game against San Luis de Quillota, which ended in a draw where they had a player sent off. We scored once and just couldn't seem to beat them. After that, they did really well, to be fair. So we are going into the Deportes Iquique game with, at least we're unbeaten. We have had a few signings. Patricio Yara is a young striker who's decided to go to O'Higgins in January. But we've made a few signings. We've also got rid of a few players since we were here last. We'll have a look at the players going out first. You've probably already seen one of the people coming in. Alex Perkinson has gone to Famalico for 300,000 when he went on loan to S3 last season. He was worth 2 million. So then we sold Sergio Castillo for 68k to HJK. Cristobal Gutierrez has gone to Penafiel on loan, and Vicente Pizarro has gone to The Strongest for 650,000. He complained about not getting into first team football, and then he decided he just wanted to leave. We have brought in, as you can see, Juan Foyt of Tottenham, who has come to us via Valencia, Borussia Dortmund, Leipzig and Sparta Prague. Still looks a decent player, to be fair. Physicals aren't great. They're not terrible, but they're not. Yeah, he's still a good player, so it's fine. But he's played a few games already. He's played 6 league games and 1 game in the Copa Chile. To be fair, we've had a substantial amount of interest. Then Ignacio Rojas came in on loan from Newell's Old Boys. He looks a decent player. He got himself sent off in his debut, so that was a bit annoying. But he's a left back who actually looks quite good. He is 21, so you'd expect him to be good enough. I think we're paying his wages. We're paying only part of his wages, but we're paying monthly fees, so you better be worth it. We're paying a lot more than Girani paid for him last year. Interesting. Right, so for the first game today, we are starting with Arturo in goal, Funzilla and Cardozo as our fullbacks, Astorga and Foyt at centre back because Gianto has been in weird form recently, so he's not starting today. Salisbury starts as the DM with Delgado and Figueroa ahead of him, Yara and Riquelme as our wide men, and Munoz continues up front because he has been in stellar form. Rojas is currently injured, so he is not going to be able to play. He has a pulled calf muscle. Zuniga is suspended. Molina is out for another 9 days with pulled ankle ligaments. It's just, it's ideal. All these things that are happening, fantastic. Exactly what you want. So we're going into this game with a hopefulness. A couple of the games that One Fight has played, he's played as a fullback. He's played at right back. So, with those lack of physicals, makes it fun to watch a player who can't really run try and, be a fullback. But we're not asking a whole lot of our fullbacks in this formation. So it's not as important, but at the same time, I like my defenders to be able to, move. So we still play with a very high line, with the highest line we can have. So I'm hoping that One Fight just doesn't get caught out. I don't remember if he has. We've already conceded just after the 2nd minute mark. Deportes Iquique have managed to get themselves a goal. I don't want to watch it again because I could see it coming from miles away. We're going to demand. It's not going to make a difference yet, actually, because we're only 6 minutes in. Can't be demanding more just yet. Munoz take the free kick, and it's a penalty. One of their players pushed Salisbury, so Figueroa steps up to take, puts it away, puts the keeper the wrong way, puts it in the back of the net. We are 1-1 after 12 minutes, so it's been an interesting game so far. But pretty much every highlight has been a goal. So actually every highlight has led to a goal. So is this going to be a goal? No, just about saved it. Player on the line. I haven't actually fixed corners our corner and free kick and throw-in routines for this formation. Riquelme almost puts it in, picks it back up and wins us a corner. Riquelme, not a great corner, and we managed to get rid, and now Salisbury has it. Yara, who has been quite good on this right wing so far this year, wins us another corner, and Riquelme is going over to take it. Just bounced awkwardly in the middle of the box. One Fight playing a 6.3. That's what you want to see from your old centre back who's supposed to be the one who knows what he's doing. Cardozo, I think that was supposed to be a true ball, but Munoz wasn't awake to the thinking, and Iquique's defender gets it clear, and now they've played their way out of defence. Sort of. Oh no, Munoz wins it back. Munoz. We won't talk about that. Riquelme, back post. Foyt heads over. Foyt is having a really poor game. He might have to come off. Ball cleared and Munoz picks it up. Doesn't have anyone around him. Now he's got 6 players with him and still manages to make the keeper have to make a save. Riquelme. Nobody's there to head it in. Salisbury to Riquelme. Figueroa back post. Delgado, Yara, Delgado. It's too much passing. Not enough shooting. You need to shoot more, my friends. Cardozo, beautifully tackled. And then Yara comes in, diving for no real reason, but we leave him off. The highlight ended, so that's all that matters. Cardozo somehow manages to spoon that into the air with his clearance. Velasquez, Munoz wins the ball again, and then puts it over. We have had 2 clear-cut, 2 half chances to their 1 half chance, and it is 1 apiece at half time. I'm gonna just say faith, effort, do things. Faith. So Foyt is at a 6.1 currently, so he's probably going to be going off in the not too distant future. Munoz isn't having the best of games, so he may have to make way at some point as well. For Navarro, I could actually just because my right winger is also a striker, my current striker is also a right winger. I could just swap the two of them around and they can do the same thing. Signo, Cordon, Farias, Signo, Farias. Come on, lads, we need to close this down. This is, oh, he's gotten past. Oh, he got past Destorga and Lozana with his second of the game. Yeah, second goal of the game. Yes, make those changes. Show some passion, lads. Come on. One Foyt has gone up to 6.5 after we've conceded. So obviously he did something very good I'm not quite sure how that works. Munoz not having a great game. We're going to bring on Riviera, put Yara back on the right wing. Salbury and Delgado both having poor games. So is Funzilla. So I think he takes Salbury off for Mardones. Mardones, ball winning midfielder. We're going to go again. Alright, we're going to demand more. They have a corner. Okay. Delgado, you're coming off for Sanchez. That's all our substitutions made. And I need to see this again. Velasquez. They've just proper headed down. Who's at the back at the post? Cardoza. Cardoza just kind of stands there, turns away from the ball, and we could actually get sacked after this game now because the board are properly annoyed when we're not in the top four. Like if we're in the top four, it's a C-ish, like a C plus, maybe a B minus. The second we drop out of the top four, it goes down to like an E, and they're threatening to sack me. I'll probably get taken to a meeting after this match. It's not really working, lads. Come on, we're lost 3-1 to Deportes Iquique, so we've ended their poor run of form. And based on that, even though Ado Italiano didn't play today, they jump ahead of us. So we have a bit of a break now because some of our players are away on international duty. So the game against Universidad de Chile was postponed because the two of us had, I think they had 4 players going on international duty, 3. So they've postponed it for us because they're a very nice league. Stunned, yeah, that we weren't good enough in that game. What are we looking at currently? They are, see, we're down to an E because we're outside. Yeah, the team is so many points behind. We're level on points with the team in 4th place. We're not that far behind. Right, so we have 2 weeks now to try and figure out what the fuck we're going to do. And the players it's all falling apart. It's all falling apart. Only 6 players like me. Delightful. One of them's a loanee who keeps getting sent off. Right, we will be back in just a second for the Universidad de Chile game. Don't go anywhere, stay where you are. Alright fellas, we're here now for the game against Universidad de Chile, the first leg of the Copa Chile semi-final, and we've just about managed to keep a hold of our job. We've had a bit of a time. So, as you would have seen, board aren't overly impressed with us. We are next on the chopping board. Concepcion sacked their manager. We are literally holding on to this job by the tiniest possible margin, and it just got a little bit harder. the director of football has sold our star centre back Astorga to Porto for 5 million. So we're in trouble now. If we go to the inbox, where is it? Sack looms over place with Universidad de Chile up next. If we don't win, we're going to get sacked, obviously. And then a takeover. The same guys who came in the last time at the start of July, and they're going to bring in Francisco Bozan, who I think he's an ex. No, it's a different guy. Oh, this must be a different group, different. Yeah, okay. The last guys were bringing in some horrendous manager who had failed at the club, the one club he'd managed. These guys are looking to bring in a different fella. Ooh. So yeah, we're probably going to get sacked at the end of this game. So this is how we're going to play today. We have Arturo in goal. Saavedra and Rojas are playing as our wide defenders. So Rojas is a wing back. Gianto and Cardozo. Actually, I'll just make you a centre back and defend. Gianto and Cardozo in central defence with Salaba as our DM, Molina, who is back from his injury, and Figueroa in central midfield, Yara and Riquelme as our wide men behind Munoz. So 1-5 drops to the bench. Zuniga is back from his injury. Do I start him? No, we're going to play Rojas because this is my last game. I might as well. I'm saying it's my last game already. I know it's probably going to be my last game, so I'm just going to whatever. Alright, so 3 of our players are going to struggle to see out the game. 3 of them are defenders, and we're playing against a team that slaps us around the place every time we play them. So I'm going to be aggressive. We owe them after what happened last time. This is also a derby game, so I feel like this is when the sacking is going to come along. Go out there, you can make the difference. Yeah, go on, Munoz. You've been doing well so far this year. Just over a minute in, Universidad de Chile have a corner and they've somehow not scored. They still have the ball. Palma, Rojas gets it, Molina gets it away, and then Yara just as hard as he could gets it away from our box. That's pretty much what we're looking for. We're still going to attack. We're still going to play our football. We're still going to play the way we play. Arturo, who didn't actually get to play for the Chilean international side while he was away. He's been called up twice now and still hasn't appeared for them, which is a little disappointing. But Figueroa and Salaberry both got their opportunities in, I think it was 2 of the games they played. Arturo just pushes that header onto the crossbar from one of the Rojases, because I think there's 2 of them playing. Palma, Jimenez, it's cleared off the line again. We are really living on the edge at the minute. I'm going to ask the lads for a bit of passion. They don't care. Bit of passion, lads? Ah, you're grand, thanks. So we haven't had much of the ball so far. Munoz does keep a hold of it. He's playing very deep, which I don't like. I have them set to play much higher, but the lads are acting like we're playing with a low line. We've managed to win the ball back. Cardozo, Rojas, he's kind of jerking forward. Salaberry gets it out to Yara. Yara cuts inside to Molina, whips it out to Riquelme, cuts in, and he's put it just wide. We haven't had a shot on target yet. 4 shots, none on target. And there we go. Hector Rojas does get his goal just after the half-hour mark. We're getting sacked. At least you could be here to see it. What was it? Arturo ran out and then ducked down and went, oh no, the ball's gone. Jimenez, Cuenca, Jimenez. Arturo managed to save this one. I should have started Salinas. I did consider it. Salinas was quite good when Arturo wasn't available, when he was injured, and At least we saved Arturo from possible relegation this year with Palestina, because they're looking like they're going down, and we're going to half time. We're only one down. He keeps telling me, tell the players there's no real pressure. He's told them they're unlucky. I said they weren't good enough. So I think Sidious has been out to get me sacked. Anyway, Coenza, what an easy goal for him to score. Which one of our defenders? Because there was two of them next to him. Which two just kind of stood there and let him do his own thing? That's Gianto and Cardozo. Gianto and Cardozo. Between the two centre backs, they couldn't stop their winger from scoring. Right, let's come on, a bit of passion. We just have to play super. Should we go wide? Hit early crosses. Fuck, we're going to overlap. See if this makes any bit of a difference. I know both my defenders are playing on with defend instructions, but we're 2 down. Regardless of what happens, we're getting sacked. If we lose this game, that's it. So, with that being said, Cardozo, you're booked. I'm going to take you off for Foyt. You're just going to come on and be a ball-playing defender. Figueroa, you can be a Mazzella on attack. Yarrow's having a bit of a poor game, but we're going to bring on Navarro. We're going to go 3 up top. I'm going to make you a deep line forward on attack, and I'm going to make you a trequartista. So that's actually worked a couple of times that I've used it now. Brought him on as a trequartista, and he's done fairly well. Well, the last time I did it was we went 2 up top, so it might just be when it's 2 up top it works. But we need to. We have 10 minutes to get a goal. It looks like we're not going to. Yara, you're having a poor game. I'm going to bring on Riviera. Make you. What do I want you to do? You can be an advanced forward. Munoz can be the butcher. Pressing forward. Push forward. 3 minutes left. We're 2 down. We need at least, if we score an away goal, at least I can say. At least I could say we helped the team, but now we're 3 down. Some teams you're just not able to beat. Universidad de Chile or Kryptonite. Arturo just had an absolute mare. I feel like even though we were expected to lose that game, I feel like we're still going to get sacked. No? We haven't. Not yet anyway. I just said I'd jump forward one more day, because maybe they will sack me now. Or maybe they're just going to keep me in until the takeover is done. Maybe they're just going to wait till the takeover is complete, because that would make more sense, because then they wouldn't have to pay me like the current boss man, whatever his name is. What is your name? I don't actually know who. How do we even check that? Oh, the current president, Moza. If he sacks me, he has to pay me to leave. But if he waits, then the next crowd will have to pay me to leave. He's thinking. Right. I don't expect to still be in charge come the next episode, but we are going to play. Do we bother doing the second leg? Yeah, I suppose we have to do the second leg and Universidad Católica. And we're currently sitting 5th in the league. To be fair, 3 points brings us back into 3rd. If the results go our way. I don't think they will, but we'll see. If anything does happen, I'll bring you back to let you know in the meantime. But thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments, do you think I should jump ship before I'm pushed, or should I just get out and dodge while I can? Thank you very much for watching, fellas, and I'll see you in the next one.
Bye.